Hello, and welcome to Vision Advisor. My name is Erwin, and today I want to present you 10 valuable tips for your finances. They apply to everyone and will enable you to build up your assets in the long term. So, let's start. Tip 1. Keep control. Do you know the feeling at the end of the month, or even earlier, when there is no more money left on your bank account? I guess you do, don't you? But you can change that now. Just keep track of your finances and find out what is happening on your bank account. To do so, simply compare your monthly incomes with your expenses. If you're not an investor yet, your revenues will indeed be summarized quickly. But what about your expenses? To get an overview, make a list of all your fixed costs incurred in one month. Your fixed costs include your rental, electricity, mobile, insurance costs, and all other regular payments. Furthermore, you should have a rough idea of how much money you spend in your everyday life. It includes the usual coffee in the morning, the cinema at the weekend, or buying yourself new shoes. To keep track of these expenses, record each of them. Do it every day, 1 month long. If you are familiar with Excel, use a simple spreadsheet to record your expenses. Or you can also go the old-fashioned way with an organized household budget book. Repeat this for a few months so that you get a good average value. If you need help with that, I will leave a link to our Excel spreadsheet template down in the description. Once that is done, you can finally compare your expenses with your income. As a result, you will quickly see where your money goes and if there are any opportunities to save. Tip 2. Create budgets. Now that you are aware of your current financial situation, you should plan budgets for expenses that are not part of your fixed costs. You can either create one budget for several categories or one composite budget for all. Specify your budgets based on your analysis of your monthly expenses. Stick to your budgets, and you will have no more surprises at the end of the month. To keep this division of your money as consistent as possible, a 2 or more accounts model is a good idea. Tip 3. Save money. When there is no money left at the end of a month, it is difficult to put something aside. With the help of your financial overview, you now know how much you can save. Save your money immediately when you get your paycheck at the beginning of the month. Then you won't be tempted to spend it in the first place. Set yourself a goal and decide how much you want to save within your possibilities. Set up your budget for other expenses accordingly. A reasonable savings rate to start building assets is between 10 and 20% of your current net income. Of course, everything above is better, but may not be realistic depending on your situation. Tip 4. Put a nest egg aside. Now that you can set aside a portion of your earnings every month, you'll be happy to know that you can finally afford the TV you've always wanted. But that wouldn't be the point of saving money. Don't spend your savings directly after you built them. Save a certain amount of money that you can fall back on in case of unforeseen events, such as a broken washing machine or even loss of job. The size of the nest egg depends on your current life situation and the risks involved. However, it should cover at least 3 to 6 times your monthly fixed costs. The nest egg should give you financial security in emergencies and save you the expense fees of your overdraft facility or loans. See it as an insurance for small to medium damages in everyday life. Tip 5. Let your money work for you. When you have successfully saved your nest egg, do not just leave your excess cash on your savings account. Invest it. Global annual inflation is currently around 3%. It means that every year, your savings lose exactly these 3% of their purchasing power. With savings of €10,000, this makes up already €300 in the first year. Your €10,000 will be worth only €7,200 after 10 years, considering the compound interest effect. Why would you like to watch your money shrink year by year? Just let your money work for you and multiply your savings. Invest it in low-risk and highly diversified assets, such as equity ETFs. Tip 6. Pay off your debts. Before you work on any savings or investment plans, you should make sure that you are debt-free, because debts cost money. Most of the time, liabilities arise from consumer, car, or real estate loans, which are accompanied by high interest rates. Therefore, it is advisable to keep the period in which you pay off your debts as short as possible, especially when interest rates are high. For a loan of €10,000 with an annual interest rate of 5% over 5 years, you pay about €1,000 in interest. If you pay off the same credit in 2 years, you have already halved your interest costs. However, debts are not always a negative thing. Liabilities that arise from government-subsidized training loans can also offer you financial advantages. So, there is a difference. Except for this, you should make sure that you get rid of your debts as quickly as possible so that you can plan to spend your money elsewhere. Tip 7. Check your fixed costs. Surely it has happened to you that you signed a contract without being fully aware of what services you will get for your money. Let it be the electricity provider, the mobile phone contract, or the additional dental insurance. It is not uncommon that the premiums of insurance policies or long-term contracts do not offer a reasonable price-performance ratio. But since the money is conveniently debited from your account every month and you don't even notice it, you think you don't have to worry about it, right? But instead, you should sit down and compare services with other providers. Most likely, you will find out that you can save a lot of money by switching to cheaper competitors. You may even have contracts that you no longer use or that are not relevant to you anymore. You should find and cancel them as soon as possible. Tip 8. Set a financial goal. To maintain your motivation to save and invest in the long term, set yourself a realistic asset target. You should be guided by your current savings rate and try to increase or at least maintain it over the years. Let's say your goal is to save or invest a complete net annual salary in 5 years. Then try to align your monthly financial planning with this goal. With a goal in mind, you can keep track of your progress and improvements. Tip 9. Control yourself. Usually, it's not the obvious things that make our monthly expenses skyrocket. Often, it is the sum of many small things that end up shrinking your balance on your account. I would like to illustrate this with the example of an average 9-to-5 working day. Let's suppose you buy yourself a coffee for €3 every morning on the way to work. Go out for lunch with your colleagues for €10, and in the afternoon, you have a small €2 snack at the vending machine. That makes a total of €15 per day. Calculated monthly for a 5-day week, it adds up to €315. Instead, you could make your coffee at home, bring your food, and do without the snack. That would save you around €3,000 a year, already considering that you have to buy more food from the supermarket instead. Having a closer look at medium-sized purchases, such as entertainment electronics or clothes, you should take your time for every purchase decision. Ask yourself whether you need this product or you just have a craving for it right now. Try to avoid emotional buying decisions. These may make you happy for the moment. However, this happiness is usually very short-lived, but your money is gone forever. Just wait up to 1 week before you decide to purchase something. Often, you'll realize that your need for purchase fades. Tip 10. Support us. If you like what we are doing, then support us and be a part of our next video. Become one of our Patreons. You can find the link down in the description. We assure you that this is a good investment, which helps us create even better videos for you. Have a look and see for yourself. I hope we have motivated you to have a closer look at your finances. Are you prepared to follow the way of long-term asset building? If so, subscribe to my channel and leave a like. What about your financial situation? Do you invest already? If you have any questions or suggestions, let us know in the comments below.